We have Lowly. We have Kos. We have Imba versus Empire. A Zerg versus a Terran. I am Squiggles, and I can't remember what the Zerg are called. Thank you for joining me for another cast. This one is going to be on Shattered Temple. I do love me some Shattered Temple in the morning. I love the smell of Shattered Temple. It is oh so good. That is right. Okay. Before this game picks up, I want to let people know I was reading comments, and some people are wondering about Subscriber Saturday. So if you would like to send your own replays in to me so that I will peruse them over like Friday and Saturday morning, and then I cast some games on Saturday, and I put them up on my channel. And if you would like to be a part of that, then what you need to do is get your replay and attach it to an email and send that email over to what is my email again? Oh, that's right. It is squigglestarcraft@gmail.com. So go ahead and do that. Send them on over. I will look at them, and I will cast usually one or two a weekend, and I put them up on my channel so that you can go ahead and show everybody. I'm not doing any kind of mods right now. Just keep it to, it doesn't have to be ladder games, but keep it to 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s, or free-for-alls. Those are the ones that I am interested in, and if they are epic, wild, wacky, outlandish, crazy, or anything like that, that's what I think people like to watch and like to see, and those are the ones that I most likely will be casting. So, there you go. That is my little spiel on Subscriber Saturday. So if you guys feel like becoming a part of that, then please go ahead and do so. And if you don't play StarCraft, if you just watch it, then I think you are still an awesome human being. Don't let me stop you from just watching, because StarCraft is an awesome game, and I enjoy just watching it as well. I've actually cut out a lot of my TV time and just been watching StarCraft in my off time, whether it be GSL or something like that. So yeah, man, I mean, it's totally cool if you don't play. But if you do play and you want to take advantage of it, go ahead and do so. All right, now let's get back to the game at the 3-minute and 15-second mark. It looks like Kos is going to go ahead and wall off with his barracks and a couple supply depots. Always good against the Zerg. And it looks like the Zerg, the imbaLoWeLy Zerg, is going to go ahead and fast expand. Then going to get a spawning pool, and then going to get a gas. So right now they are both just going to be going for the workers. And you can see Kos actually ahead in worker supply as well as army supply. But with the little larva thingamajigger that the Zerg player has, that will allow him to catch up super-duper fast if he wants to. And look at that, a Roach Warren going down instantly. So we could be seeing some early Roach pressure coming out from him, or it could just be a safety thing. But the timing on that would suggest that he's going to be a little bit aggressive, at least get out a few Roaches, because otherwise there's no need to get it right, like literally right when you possibly can, which is what he did. And we usually see that with Roach rushes and stuff. But this could be a high economy Roach rush because he does have his expansion out. We will have to wait and see. Meanwhile, it looks like there are three Marines, and they are going to be taking control of the Zelonga Watchtower, and they are going to get one free Zergling kill. The other Zergling is going to run home and cry to his queen mama and be like, thank you, I just wanted to play on the swing set. Looks like an inverted swing set. So anyway, it looks like Lowly does have one, and does he have a second queen coming out? He does not have a second queen yet. Really? I'm going to check the units tab just to double check. Only one queen. Okay. So one queen, I'm assuming he's going to be getting another one pretty soon. Normally you see Zergs with 2, even 3 queens, one for each larva inject, as well as one to spread creep, and if there's any kind of early pressure, you can defend it with the queens. But one reason he may not be getting a queen for defense is because he's getting Roaches, 4 Roaches already out, 5 Roaches, I lied, and it looks like he is going to be putting out some pressure with 5 Roaches, so we're going to have to see what kind of damage that can do. Meanwhile, it looks like there are some Marines and Hellions in the middle of the map. Now, Marines, Hellions usually pretty good, but neither of them are really awesome against the Roaches, and even though Roaches are off creep and do not have the glial reconstitution, they will not be able to run as fast, but they will do fairly good against this unit mix. So we're going to have to see how these Marines and Hellions can go ahead and defend against this Roach aggression. You see there is a medevac out that is going to help quite a bit, healing up those Marines as they take damage. And it looks like these Roaches, though, great little micro by Lowly, going to be microing his guys back a little bit, managing to lose a couple though. Looks like 3 roaches are down now, and if we go ahead and as these roaches go away, is he going to get that last roach? I don't know. Oh my goodness, these Hellions are out for blood, and look at that, Marines everywhere. Goodness gracious. Not even losing that Marine. Great little pickup drop-off micro by Kas to go ahead and hold off that aggression. To go ahead and take a look at the workers killed, you can see that Kas has killed 1 drone as well as killing 7 units and only losing 4. And keep in mind, normally that's not a big deal, but most of those are roaches, so that actually is much bigger than you would think. Now he's going to be using this low ground in conjunction with his Marines so that the Hellions can go ahead and shoot and not be under attack by the Zerglings. Roaches, although, will still be able to shoot. And you can see that these roaches going to be doing a little bit of moving back and forth. Yup, yup, yup. It looks like, do we have 2 queens out? Yes, yes, we do have 2 queens. Speed just now finishing, and it looks like Lowly going to be staying low tier for a while, pushing out now. You can see he's actually way ahead in supply because Zerg can macro fairly well. And here we go, 60 supply versus 50. Oh my goodness, looks like Lowly a little bit supply blocked right now. But with speed being done and a lot of roaches coming out, it looks like Kas is going to have to be really careful. He doesn't want to get overrun here. Now he does have, it looks like he's getting Banshees out now, getting a command center and actually a 3rd command center as well. So we're getting 2 command centers right now, adding on a reactor as well. And here comes the roaches, and they could just kind of poke up here and do some damage. You can see putting some good pressure on this supply depot. Going to have to back off though because there's just so many people. SCVs coming out to go ahead and repair the supply depot out to full strength. Lings and roaches, roaches and lings, but guess what? They just cannot get up here. If he had a baneling nest, he probably could, but he does not have a baneling nest, and so he is not going to be able to do that. Meanwhile, it looks like there's a tank on the way. Banshee out now, and the Banshee is going to make this aggression go bye-bye because as good as speedlings and roaches are, they are not so good against Banshees who don't actually take damage into those units. And now this Banshee, look at this great little micro with the Banshee, going to be doing as much damage as possible, picking off a couple of extra roaches, and he's already killed 1 roach. It looks like, boom, there's the 2nd one. And the roaches always do a little squeak. They're like, meh, like whenever you poke them, it makes me feel sad. Looks like a macro hatchery going down for Lowly right now. Also putting an Evo chamber here that's going to reduce the size of his defensive choke that he has to cover, as well as a spine crawler with Zerglings and roaches behind, spreading those creep tumors. So he looks like he is going to be absolutely fine right now. And it looks like he does have 3 queens out now. Yes, 3 queens. Haha. I could have just clicked the units tab, but I like to look for him. It's more fun. It also looks like he has a Spire going down as well as a Spore Crawler because he knows there are Banshees out. And look at this. Drop coming in. 3 Hellions. And so we have a Banshee over here. We have a drop over here. And ironically, there's no Overlords to scout it until just now when it gets in there. Overlords all over here, but not actually where you think they should be. Okay, and now here come the Hellions, and we're going to have to see what kind of damage they can do to these drones. Wow, flaming a bunch of drones already, getting quite a few kills. And if we look at the tabs now, we can see that he has killed 6 drones and has not lost any of his own. Although, if we look at the army tabs, that's going to be the really telling thing. We can see imbaLoWeLy is up at 59 drones versus 48 SCVs. But EmpireKas has quite a bit more army. So, that is where we stand right now. It looks like 6 mutas on the way out as the Spire finishes up. Siege is done. Stim is about 30% of the way done. +1 started as well. And you can see that it looks like Kas is going to be adding on a lot more barracks with reactors, adding on 2 more barracks with reactors right now, and also going to swap out that starport. And by swap it out, I mean just move it and land it so we can get these medevacs, just getting them 1 at a time. But he is getting another factory with a tech lab, so I expect to see some more tanks coming out. Also, getting some missile turrets, because you know what? Missile turrets, pretty good for their cost against mutas, especially the small groups of mutas. So you can see missile turrets going up, and great timing on these missile turrets. These missile turrets could just barely, oh, looks like it just barely won't finish in time. And so the Marines are going to have to run up here wherever they are. Marines, there they are. Marines are going to be coming in here and trying to shut these mutas down, but the muta's doing quite a bit of damage actually. You can see imbaLoWeLy is getting farther and farther ahead at 107 supply versus 96. And if we go ahead and check the tabs really quick, you can see that he has equalized the amount of workers killed. They have both lost 6 now. Oh my goodness, and now it looks like imbaLoWeLy is going to take a lead in the workers killed category, as these mutas are just doing a ton of damage, and he is losing He is losing a few of them, but look at that, managing to get his mutas out of there, and a couple of them with just a couple of hit points left. But my goodness, and even scouting that he is expanding, so great little scouts going on. Oh my goodness, losing both of those mutas that were really hurt to some well-placed turrets, and Kas getting turrets well before he actually expands up here. And also I want to note, he does have this extra orbital command in his main that he's had for a while, and he's not lifting it. He's just using it for additional SCV production as well as mules. So, nice job by EmpireKas doing that. Going to just be staying even in economy and maybe getting a little bit of a lead through that. Meanwhile, we have mutas over here in the main and natural again. Marines stemming and doing damage, and mutas pulling back. And that's one thing you can do, guys, if you don't know. You can go ahead and take these mutas and just poke, and when they stem, run out. You don't even have to do damage because the damage was done when they stemmed. So just run out, wait 15 seconds as, whoa, my fingers were on the wrong hotkeys. I apologize. Where are those mutas? There they are. Oh, no, it looks like they're going to be picking off a couple of medevacs. That's actually quite a big deal. The Terran wants to keep their medevacs alive because they need that energy for their bio. Oh, these poor Marines. Their mothers are not going to be happy with that. My goodness. But it does look like stem is now done, like I said, because they stemmed earlier. Going to be getting combat shields as well, adding on more barracks, adding on more Marines, tanks, SCVs, pretty much all the good standard stuff for Marine tank that you need as the Terran player. Also has a couple of Marauders, not a lot though, because you don't really need that role filled. That's why Marine tank is so good, because Marines allow you to dump a lot of your minerals as well as just provide good anti-air and really sick DPS for the ground. And the tanks deal with any kind of armored units and any kind of clumped light units as well. So those two units are just so good as they synergize together. And, you know, adding in a few medevacs can't hurt, because then you can drop, you can spot high ground, and you can heal your units. So sick unit composition, and that's why everybody uses it. Meanwhile, these mutas are going to be poking in here, seeing what kind of damage they can do, getting some good scouting, seeing about the size of EmpireKas' army. And you can see now imbaLoWeLy is up at 165 supply versus 48 supply of Kas, and it looks like Lowly is going to be going ahead and expanding again. He has the gold right now, and he has his third, so it's 4 base on 3 base right now, and that is a lot of Banelings with speed and Zerglings and mutas. So it's going to be Zergling, Baneling, muta versus Marine tank, and this is about as standard McStanderson as you can get. Both of these guys going for the tried and true unit compositions. And look at this, Lowly expanding again, going to be taking a 5th right now. So it is going to be 5 bases when that one finishes versus 3 bases. And as he approaches max, he's going to have to, I mean, it's fine because he just needs more, wants to stockpile money, stockpile larva. Oh, look at that fungal. That fungal is so good. Baneling's coming in here, cleaning everything up. My goodness, what a perfect attack by imbaLoWeLy. Look at that, and absolutely crushing through EmpireKas. 164 supply versus 91 supply. And these tanks and Marines are running back as fast as they can. Tanks are not even going to be able to siege. And here we go. Banelings rolling in. Tons more Speedlings on the way. We can see 32 more Zerglings on the way right now. And it looks like the Hive just finished as well. Not even going to matter, though, because Kas's base is breached, and there is the GG. Well played by Lowly. My goodness, what great job of just like denying harass, putting on a little bit of pressure early, and then just sitting back, getting ahead in his economy, and then just shooting out a ton of units, getting those upgrades, and then just smashing through right now. I didn't actually look at upgrades this game, so let's go ahead and check that out really quick at the end. You can see he has 2 carapace, 1 attack for his Zerglings, as well as +1 for his mutas. And the Terran player, if I can find any of his units left, let's does he not have anything? Let's go back a little bit, just because I don't want to deprive you guys of that, and I apologize. I should have been watching. All right, so we'll just pause right here. It looks like he has +1 attack, +1 armor was on the way, and just now getting his armory. So yeah, the Zerg definitely ahead in the upgrades, and that is really going to help. You can see, obviously, because the armory is not done, he does not have any kind of tank upgrades right now. So just +1 armor as well as stim and combat shields for the Marines. All right, guys. Well, that was quite a good game. Thank you for watching. And please leave comments below. And like I said before, if you want to be involved in my Subscriber Saturday thing, feel free to send your replays over, attach them to an email, and send them over to squigglestarcraft@gmail.com. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys rock.